Guys, welcome to Film Study powered by InsideTexas.com. I am here with Coach Williams. What's up, Coach? How you doing?
Good.
I'm excited, man. And then we make sure to like our video and subscribe to the Inside Texas Football YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 8,000 subs. That would be nice for the season. And don't forget, as always, use promo code IT1 to get 2 months of InsideTexas.com for only $1. That's a great deal, especially because we're going into recruits coming by every weekend now, it seems, and also seasons coming up. All right, so we are actually going to break down Anthony Hill. So I'm excited for that. Five-star talent out of Denton Ryan. Everybody knew that. But also a young player that's going to have to grow into the Mike position, which is different than his will linebacker position last year. But we're going to look at some of his tape, both in the pass rush, run stopping, and pass coverage, see what he does really well. And then also kind of looking forward, what will he have to do in year two to avoid that dreaded sophomore slump. So, Coach, let's start it off with a pass rush versus Bama.
All right, yeah, let's do it. I'm excited about this one, man.
All right, Coach. So we got a little five-star freshman on five-star freshman battle here. This is Caden Proctor out of Iowa versus Anthony Hill out of Denton, Texas. And this is a classic old speed rush. So what's going on here?
Yeah, definitely, man. Like you said, freshman on freshman. I think it's 3rd and 15 here, so a chance to just kind of pin your ears back and get after the quarterback. We got a good speed rush here, keeping Milrow contained, right, so he doesn't have a chance to kind of escape out or step up and, from a gap you may leave when you rush. Sometimes people tend to rush kind of too wide and leave a big gap. So let's kind of take a look at what it looks like. And you see Anthony Hill's in the sprinter stands, right? He's about to take off and go, right?
Yep.
From the snap. Good step. See, Proctor here. He's already made up some ground between the two, right? Kind of gives him a little bit of inside-outside move. Makes it seem like he's going to bull rush him, but he then goes around him. So, look at that. At this point, Proctor is beat, right? Feet here, he's leaning, he's grabbing. You kind of see the shoulder dip here by Anthony Hill, dipping up under the arms there of Proctor. I mean, he got him in a chokehold pretty much, but it's pretty much over at this point. But this is just straight speed and athleticism, man, just getting by a guy, right? No moves, no trying to set you up. I'm just going to run right by you and go make a play. And that's what he does. Upfield shoulder, Miro tries to escape late, as you see, recognizes it. This is how extra effort. This is an effort play here, man. Can't see Miro taking off. I'm just going to dive at your legs and swipe at him, right? I mean, that's all you can ask for. That's all you can do with that situation anyway. Wraps him up. There it is, man. Big play for a freshman early in the season.
Yeah, early in the season versus Alabama in Tuscaloosa. And then we'll also see, too, not just pure speed rush. He had a job where he had to be patient versus Milrow, and you'll see that in the next clip. Okay, so then we have Anthony Hill on the edge again versus Bama, but his key job is don't overrun Milrow because like we saw last play, Milrow will take out of that pocket and pick up, 30 yards. So this is a freshman also being really controlled in his assignment.
Yeah, and this was later in the game when Milrow had, took the ball down and ran it, tucked the ball down, took off running. All right, so they tasked Anthony Hill with kind of spying the quarterback, or what we call a safe rush, right? Where you pretty much, you guys are going to rush, but don't rush past the quarterback, right? I want you to rush maybe 2 or 3 yards deep into the backfield and kind of just shut it down, right? That's exactly what you're looking to do. And just in case he runs, because he had been running this game, right? I think he took off 3 or 4 times at this point and kind of hurt Texas defense. These guys can kind of get upfield. If he does make a move this way, you're right here at this level. If he does come outside, you still have contained, right? Either guy has the ability to do that. So, same sprinter stance, right? Giving up the notion that he's about to take off and pin his ear back and fly. As you see here, pause the tape here. He's not upfield. He's not trying to beat him outside. He's not trying to beat him all the way around the edge. Neither is this guy. They're going, like I said, like a safe rush. They're going to shut it down here 2 yards back into the backfield. You see, he kind of stops here, right? Doesn't over pursue. Doesn't go around. He's kind of waiting. So if Milrow goes this way, he's here to make a play. If he comes around, you still have to contain your outside shoulders free. You can still make a play here. Same with the guy on the other side. Patience. Once you see the guy has no other option, he's going to step up in the pocket. Man, come off your man and make a play, which is exactly what Anthony Hill does. Makes a huge play on 3rd and 14, man. The crowd's going, well, the sideline's going wild. I don't know about the crowd, but the sideline's going wild. We got some fans back up here, though. A lot of burnt orange up here. Look at them with their hands up. That was a huge play. I think this one he was celebrating a little too much, and they were going no huddle and trying to line back up, so everybody had to kind of wave him back. But that's a huge play by the freshman.
Yeah, that's a freshman making a sack in Tuscaloosa. Let him celebrate. And then we have one where also it shows off that pure straight line speed that he has versus Tech. All right, and this is Hill going after Baron Morton in that super fun Tech game. The defensive line slants and leaves Hill a straight path to the quarterback, and he's able to connect quickly.
Yeah, man, I love this. Most time when you're asking a freshman, "Hey, I need you to blitz," they might get a little antsy, start scooting close to the line so they can show that it's a blitz. But I love the patience of Anthony Hill here, and we're going to talk about his patience throughout this entire video. But he doesn't show that he's blitzing here. He's lined up like he's just spying a quarterback, right? Kind of waits, let the defensive line slant here, outside contain, outside contain. Yes, B gap. You got forward going to follow him, right? Quarterback doesn't see him coming. Look at that. That's a lot of space, man. At this point, I feel sorry for you, Baron Morton, because it's over. But yeah, Anthony, great closing speed too, man. Finished the play like a sack. I don't know, 8, 9 yard loss, man. That was huge. That was a huge play.
Yeah, his pass rush is really interesting. It's going to be kind of key to see how much we utilize him in that role this upcoming year, but also he's moving to the Mike position, which is the linebacker that plays to the field. And so he's going to have a different role, different responsibility. So that'll be really interesting. Let's take a look first at his run stopping. But before we do that, we have one quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Andre the Lawyer. If you're injured, trust the team that secured millions for their clients and helped thousands of Texans with their injury case. Don't let insurance tell you what the claim is worth. Hire Andre the Lawyer to fight for you. Principal office is in Dallas, but they do serve Texans throughout the state. So don't wait and call Andre the Lawyer at 214-444-8808. That's 214-444-8808. All right, and now we are into the run stopping portion versus OU. And this is once again a freshman in a huge game, staying reserved and actually reading his keys.
Yeah, definitely, man. So it's kind of like an outside zone. Everybody's kind of stepping this way. Running back has ability here, or if he thinks he has the outside edge, go ahead and run around the outside. Now, one thing I want to point out is this guy initially has contained being an edge man, right? And I just want to show you like the heady play by the freshman here, what he makes, the play that he makes here. So, snap the ball. I want to point out here. Right now, Jeb Bush, he loses to contain, right? He kind of stepped down the B gap. This guy passed him off to the guard. Now the tackle is setting the edge. Every day in individuals, man, linebackers work on working down to the cone and then making a play on the running back, right, or the ball carrier, right? You kind of just hear at the point, running back can go this way or this way. You kind of read, shuffle, attack, right? This is exactly individual drills coming to real life in the game here. But he's patient. Keeping his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. Here it is. You see the ball, go get the ball. Now you know you're faster than this guy, right? So you just want to meet the running back at the cone, what we call it individual drills, but you're meeting the running back at the point here, right? Outside shoulder, you want to hit him with your inside shoulder. Keep your outside shoulder free so that if he does cut back, that's where all your help is pursuing him from, right? Coming downhill, this way. And Hill makes a huge play. Beats the lineman and the running back to the point. The running back does end up kind of cutting back, right? But then you got your help here. 3 guys, man, right there to make a tackle and help you bring down the running back. That was a huge play by a freshman, showing patience, not getting antsy, getting caught up in the trash, running into the line of scrimmage so quickly, right? Just kind of being patient and reading his keys and knowing, okay, hey, my guy got hooked or he gave up contain. Now I got to replace him and I got to be the contain guy. And so for a freshman to do that, week 5 or 6, man, that's just an excellent play by him.
Absolutely. And then let's look at Kansas State where he shows more of his just raw athleticism.
All right, so the next play here, look, I just want to start this video by saying, look, if you're not Anthony Hill or the type of player Anthony Hill is, please don't try this at home, right? Because he makes an excellent play here. Most people probably wouldn't be able to make this play, but everybody's not Anthony Hill. So just going to start this off here. They're going to get a down block. He's going to read his keys. He's going to block down. When these guys block down, you have to trigger and protect this gap here, right? Because this guy has contained. He's going to go down with the guard, kind of here. I want you guys to watch Anthony Hill here. Okay. You see the guy block down, the guard's pulling, right? His job is to kind of blow up this B gap here, right, between this guy. because this guy has a C gap and has contained. So the running back goes here, you got him. He goes here. If he goes this way, don't worry about it. It's not your guy. That's his side. But being the type of athlete Anthony Hill is, not only does he make this guy miss, he makes the tackle. I mean, look at the move. Like I said, everybody can't do this. You got a chance to make this guy. You can call this an Olay swim, whatever you want to call. He still protects the B gap, right? He just throws this guy into it, so the running back has nowhere to go. Now you got two guys on one. Like that's just a hell of a play, man. Like that. That's not everybody can do it, but get back in the gap, makes the tackle, man. That was a huge play by him. But reading and reacting, knowing, trusting this athleticism, that hey, I'm not going to take on this lineman if I don't have to. I'm going to make this guy miss, and then I'm going to make the play.
And then we want to look at pass coverage, and this is going to be the weakest part of his game currently, and what we're most excited to see when he becomes Mike, because they're going to play to the field. He's going to play to the field next year, meaning that he's going to have to be better in pass coverage. So that's what we're going to kind of take a look at to end the video. All right, so we got some tape of Hill dropping back, and then you had told me earlier this is perfect combine teach tape. This is kind of stuff that scouts are going to be looking for. So he doesn't make some wow flashy play here, but the scouts are going to key into his ability.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty much Texas running Tampa too, so he has to protect the middle of the field while reading the quarterback, just like a free safety would, right? Eyes on the quarterback, flipping your hips. I want y'all to pay attention to this guy, man. This is a 243-pound linebacker making moves like this, right? You don't see too many people do this. You kind of see pass. He's dropping, opens up his hips to the field, right? Which is great. Now, he sees no threat. I'm going to flip my hips because the quarterback's facing this way. Well, here we go. The quarterback's facing this way, so I'm going to open up my hips, and I'm going to face this way, right? Because he's looking at somebody, obviously, so let me flip my hips. Realize the quarterback does it again. Now he's just dropping and getting depth. Look at him. Now he flips this way, see the ball thrown. Like, this is perfect teach tape. I mean, you in the combine, you usually see the guy with the ball going, hey, left, right, flip your hip, flip this way, flip your hips this way, then attack downhill. That's exactly what he does, man. Like, he gets depth, so he takes away any of, if the guys are running a deep post, skinny post, or a bang or something like that, or it would have been taken away, right? Because he got a lot of depth by keeping his eyes on the quarterback and flipping his hip left and to the right, man. But then you see the ball is thrown, and then he attacks downhill. I mean, hey, incomplete pass, like that's huge, man. For a guy that can, for that size who can move like that, that's what I call combine teach tape.
That's awesome, man. And then so we saw his athleticism whenever he's dropping, but also he has the ability to read route concepts, which is going to be crucial as he ages in the system. All right, and then we have Hill looking for work, and he's able to flip his hips again, but this also shows that he's actually aware of what the receivers are doing and how they're working with the other ones and different concepts.
Yeah, man. I love this play, right? Texas look like they're going to bring pressure, man. I think you're going to get something quick. Right, he's walking up near the line of scrimmage, but they're pretty much playing cover three. So let's take a look here. Show pressure, and they're going to drop out of it. Now, when he drops, he's not looking to just drop and get to his spot. He's looking to the field side, which he opens up to. He's looking to see if anybody's coming across here, because that's who he's going to pick up, even though he has this area of the field to cover, right? As a young freshman, attaching to yourself to somebody that's coming to your zone. You don't see that. You don't see that out of guys who've been in college football for 4 or 5 years, right? They still spot drop. But the awareness of this kid, man, to pick up, okay, this guy's coming. But get your eyes on the quarterback and play both at the exact same time, that's hard. Like I said, you can't get many people to do that. You know, some of them still struggling in the NFL to do it, right? But the fact that Anthony Hill does it, there you go, flips his hips, because why? This guy becomes his man now. If he's going to continue to cross over this way, you know you got to flip your hips and run with him. Right? So he does a great job of doing so. Picks him up, runs with him, but he sees the quarterback's escaping out of the pocket, running. So now he's going to go chase the ball, make a play. But a great job of really reading, reacting, attaching yourself to a man that's coming into your zone, man. That's what we call, like, that's how you play zone defense. That's just a perfect way to play it. That's how they draw it up.
All right, Coach, we went through all the tape. What are your thoughts on Anthony Hill after being able to watch him in his first year?
Man, the sky's the ceiling. If he can do some of the things now as a young freshman, just kind of being thrown out there into the fire and learning as he went, to be that good, man, I expect him to reach even greater heights this year. I know he might have a sticker on his helmet for communication, right? So he's going to have to get everybody kind of lined up and still play his position, so they can kind of be, it can be tough, right? It's a tough ask on even a sophomore. That's still a young kid. So I really just want to see how he develops as being the leader now of the defense, right? Making the calls, getting guys lined up, and see what else Texas tasks him to do versus just kind of rush the passer or drop his own, letting them play freely. What would his job? What would his job be? Going into his sophomore year. So I just want to see how he handles more on his plate. And if he performs well, man, I don't know. It may be a kid that's 3 and out.
I was going to say that's a big test because we saw the athleticism there. We saw some of his patience, his ability to read concepts. But if he can, be in control of that second level and first level and really show that he understands the game from that level, then yeah, he's probably 3 and out, unfortunately for us. But great to have another awesome player on the 40, man. And
Yeah.
everyone watching, thank you guys. Make sure to like our video and subscribe to the Inside Texas Football YouTube channel and use promo code IT1 to get 2 months of InsideTexas.com for only $1. Thank you, fans, for watching. We have tons of fun making these.